Welcome back to Arm Views TV, your home of everything West Ham United. We're bringing you another Q&A this week with Patrick Forster. Patrick,
Hello.
welcome back.
Fantastic to be here again.
So we've had a big influx of questions. The first one regarding Andy Carroll. He's injured again. People are saying it's sort of enough is enough. Is it time to sell him and get rid?
I am a strong Andy Carroll defender, so I'd say no. I think you're going to struggle to find someone who's would look to take him on because of his injury problems. Some of my favourite memories this season have come from Andy Carroll, and you'd struggle to forget the last-minute winner against Chelsea. So I'd say sit with him, but something needs to happen. I don't know why he keeps picking up injuries.
I mean, I think he's a player I really like, and I love watching Andy Carroll. There's nothing sort of more satisfying than sort of seeing a ball float into the box, just knowing.
It's like a salad.
Exactly, he's always going to get his head on it. However, it's sort of come to the point now where you look at the wages he's on, you look at the money we paid for him. Do you not think maybe if someone comes in with sort of 10, 12 million, like Newcastle for example, do we not sort of cut our losses and say,
I would probably take 10 or 12 million for him, to be honest. But I don't think they will because he's injured so much. I think someone said if he was a dog they would have put him down. I think that's true. I think he's injured so much. Which is a real shame though, because there is such a player there, and we've seen flashes of it this season, which is so frustrating. Is it his fault? I don't know.
Does look fairly injury prone. Has been for a while. Well, let's hope he gets back to full fitness soon and he can sort of get a good run going towards the end of the season. Next up, we've got quite an interesting question. Should Paolo Di Canio be offered a coaching role at the club? What are your initial thoughts on that, Patrick?
Yeah, no problem with it at all. Obviously, a bit of a club legend. I think he lost the plot a bit at Sunderland. I think he's a bit of a nutter, but I don't mind. It'd be the same as Julian Dix, I think. I think it's fantastic. And going into the OS, it'd be nice to have a bench filled with the old legends.
I think when you looked at Teddy Sheringham here last season, he was our strike coach, and that seemed like a really positive impact. I mean, my one worry with Di Canio is the fact that Sullivan made those comments a while ago saying he would never be West Ham manager. Yeah, exactly. Has that created some kind of feud, maybe? Potentially.
And would Di Canio want to do it? I mean, he's got his taste of full-time management. Why would he want to be the striker coach at West Ham? Maybe as a temporary thing? I'd love to see it.
Yeah, and I think you're right there saying sort of as we go into the Olympic Stadium, this new era for West Ham, it'd be great to have some of the old legends as well.
Yeah, make that transition a lot more seamless.
No, that'd be really cool to see. Next up, regarding our manager, Bilic, and do you think he'll sign a new long-term contract or something?
Yeah, well, I don't think it's a matter of if, I think it's a matter of when. I think what a resounding success he's been. You worry at first, being maybe not a club legend like Di Canio, as we discussed, but someone who's held in a very high regard by the club. Is he going to tarnish that legacy by managing this? But it's gone so well, and I think he's lifted the club.
I think with Bilic, certainly he's sort of gone so far past my expectations. I never thought we'd sort of be in this position. I remember sort of rallying for Rafa Benitez to take over, and being disappointed when Bilic came in, to be honest, because I thought, well, his sort of track record is a bit iffy. But I mean, no, the way he's sort of communicated even his post-match conferences are brilliant. The way he sort of talks about the game.
The beanie on the side.
A great thing to see. So I think if we sort of carry on as we go in this season, I'm sure negotiations will start to sort of extend that. 2 years left. So
he's not done bad for a last choice. I remember we just rattled through this list of names. The Marseille, is it Bielsa? Or
that's it. Sevilla? No, that's Marseille.
That's Marseille. Yes. So we just ran through all these managers, and obviously Benitez was at the top of the list. And then we ended up with Bilic, not like we chose to get Bilic. So for him to have done so well, I love the man.
I think you've got to look at the fact also, I mean, good managers, they're quite a rare commodity these days. And if we don't sort of tie them down to a new deal, you're guaranteed to get other clubs sniffing around, potentially bigger clubs.
We may continue. I think he's definitely a hammer. So.
For sure, yeah. Okay, so the fourth question is, besides Dimitri Payet, who is West Ham's most influential player?
That's a very good question. I had to think long and hard about this one. But I honestly think that it's Mr. West Ham, Mark Noble. I honestly think he does so much of the work that's not appreciated, and that's why sometimes fans don't, they take it for granted. He keeps that ball ticking in the middle of the park. He's the heartbeat of our side, I think, and I think you'd see that Payet would not be able to play as well if he didn't have Noble on the pitch. Noble feeds in that ball, and then Payet delivers.
No, I agree completely. I think with Noble, you've also got the fact he's now captain, so you've got that influence, sort of shouting, rallying them on. And one of my favourite clips this season is when Carl Jenkinson was down, sort of feigning an injury, and Noble sort of came up to him, pulled him up, and told him to get on with it. I thought that was such a quality captain's moment. I think in terms of other influential players, go look at Lanzini as well.
Yeah, I think really missed him.
Makes Payet play much better as well.
Yeah, definitely.
And in terms of, Antonio has had such an impact since coming in.
Definitely.
And really, there's not many passengers in this West Ham side. I think all of them sort of commit to the cause. You've got James Collins as well. They all work so well together. Yeah,
it's a fantastic side with lots of depth. I think. So yeah, definitely. But for me, it's Mr.
Yeah, he probably comes out on top. Talking Mark Noble, the next question that's come in is he good enough to play for England, or why hasn't he so far?
See, I've always been frustrated at Mark Noble being overlooked for England. I think sometimes, we do look at through our rose-tinted goggles at West Ham players and say, why is he getting called up? But when we've had a generation of Tom Cleverleys and even Leon Osman, I don't bemoan Leon Osman getting a call up, but if he can get a call up, why can't Noble? And I thought Hodgson was on Match of the Day as a pundit recently, and he was so demeaning to Mark Noble. It made me very angry, and it makes me worry. But I mean, he's got ties with Ireland, so he can play for Ireland. And so, in many ways, I think he should just stick it to Roy Hodgson and just go play for the Irish.
I know, I agree. I think it's got to the stage now. I mean, those comments were really bizarre and quite unprofessional from Hodgson, I thought. It was just an odd way of going about it. And it seems to me maybe he does literally have something against Mark Noble. Because really, when you look at it, he's been starting for West Ham in the Premier League for how many years now? Never sort of drops below a 7 out of 10 performance. His work rate is incredible. Yeah. He's scoring goals at the moment. He's creating assists. Yeah. He's playing a really good sort of attacking team.
Exactly. If he had a Man United shirt on, would he get called up?
Absolutely.
I think it's a question worth asking. I think that's why you see. Sorry to go back to Cleverley, but Cleverley's gone to Villa and then Everton. As soon as he's joined those clubs, he hasn't got a look in really. So I
think, West Ham fans, we're not under any illusions that he should be starting every game for England. But the fact he's 28 years old now and he hasn't had one cap.
Why has he not been given a chance?
You've got people like Ryan Mason. He's been called up before. It's bizarre, isn't it?
So bad.
There's nothing wrong with these players, but if they're getting the chance, then why isn't Mark Noble? I think that's what's so frustrating.
I'm not a big fan of giving someone a cap, just to give them one cap. But why hasn't he been given a chance to see if he can operate in that midfield? I do not understand, so I'm very much for him.
Well, let's hope one day his day will come, otherwise it might have to be cheery on Ireland.
Yeah, exactly.
That's World Cup. That's all for this week. Thank you so much to everyone who sent in their questions. Some really interesting talking points there. We'll be back at the same time next week answering all your West Ham related inquiries. In the meantime, come on your irons.